What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Getting this one started a little bit different today. We're actually gonna take MisFit and the PJ out on a little maiden voyage. Got a really good friend that happens to be a neighbor is by the name of Kent. He's the guy that came and picked up the PJ with me. As you guys know, I'm still on my Cinderella license, my permit, if you will. I did get my air brake certification, and good news, boys and girls, I'm going to get my CDL by the end of September. Hold me to that. But it's gonna happen. In the meantime, I got really good neighbors that also love trucks, and they're gonna ride with me. Today, we're bringing home Convict from Accelerate Auto, and I'm pretty excited because I'm getting a chance to actually use my PJ gooseneck, which I've had many uses for, mind you. It's just I haven't really been able to use it other than when I have somebody like Kent that helps me out. Wow, it's hot out. Holy goodness. So we'll see how MisFit tows this thing. I'm sure it'll do great, and it's gonna look really good too. Blacked out truck with a blacked out trailer. How could you go wrong? I'm so excited for the shop driveway to be done because it's gonna allot so much more room to make maneuvers like that. Wow, is it hot. Tell you what, hiding the gooseneck up here though, I kind of like it. It's really out of the way. This PJ's got a way bigger utility box on it, which is super convenient. Just keep all of our goodies right in here. Also, picked up some amp steps for a certain truck, just haven't had time to get them installed. Man, it's still hot in here. We should probably go over a little bit more. Been a minute since I backed up to a trailer. That should work. This will be the first load we're ever putting on the PJ. We got way more room for activities on this 32-foot deck versus that big Tech 20+5. Got my straps. Got all the goodies. Cool.
All right, guys, we're gonna cruise separate today because, well, I mean, the LBZ just needs driven, so, you know, I'll drive if I have to. Got Jack all the way up there hooking up the gooseneck right now. Looking absolutely gorgeous hooked up to that AT4. Wow. Is that gonna be a sight to see, seeing that with Convict on the back of it? I am excited to be seeing that. I don't think you guys have heard a good cold start of the LBZ. Well, it's not really a cold start. It's actually very hot out here today. But I don't think you guys have seen or heard cold start of the LBZ in a little bit. So, yo, I'll tell you what, one thing I'm so excited for with this thing is high idle season. My neighbors, probably not gonna be as excited as I am, but do you know how good this is gonna sound when it gets cold? I don't know about you, but that is just one sound that never will get old. All right, let's head up there and see what this guy's up to. Oh my God. Look at this freaking combination. Bro, that might be the sweetest thing I've ever seen.
What a setup, dude, right? Looks amazing.
God. I cannot wait to see this thing rolling down the road. Spare parts, bud.
Way the hell up here.
Dude, I know.
Want to check my brake lights then?
Yep, all four. All good.
Guess I can create a profile for this thing. Call it the PJ, Dove, Tail, Gooseneck. I've never actually configured a profile on here. Start light test.
Get out.
That's pretty cool. It simplified a two-man operation down to one. So I got this Edge CTS3 here in MisFit, but it never seems to sync up. I think I just have to do an update to it. Does anybody else run into that issue? If you have, drop a comment below. And if you fix the problem, drop your solution. I'm guessing it just needs to be updated, but I haven't really messed around with it, to be honest. It feels so good too.
It looks amazing as well.
It's like such a tease because technically by myself I can't enjoy it yet, but you know, sometimes that's what good friends are for. I gotta give a huge shout out to my friend Kent for coming through and well, hold my hand as I tow my trailer. There's no better way to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just arrived to Accelerate Auto and Convict is chilling right back there. We're gonna get him loaded up for the first time ever on the new PJ. This is an exciting day to say the least, but yes, to what Jake was saying, look at the combination of shadows here. MisFit and the PJ just look so good together. What's up, dude? I'm sure you're excited that I'm taking Convict home because you're actually getting half your shop back. Deck on the neck gets some nice shade too.
Yeah, I know.
Wow, that thing is super nice. So ladies and gentlemen, here's a non-completed, somewhat completed look at Convict. For the first time outside, we're experiencing this together. And oh dear Lord, is it such a beautiful thing. This is not Nardo Gray. Do not call it Nardo Gray. It is actually called Chalk Gray by a Nosatech, and it's considerably lighter. We're talking multiple shades lighter. Nardo Gray is a super cool color, but we've already done it once on Long Bed Larry. So we decided to go with another gray base, but we wanted to make it different. Let's just look at how absolutely heinous this color looks outside. It's so crazy because it looks like a Nardo inside, but it's not at all. And you know what? I gotta give huge props to the enthusiasts over here and the perfectionists over here at Accelerate Auto for just doing a hell of a job. That's what they do. That's why we work with them. And that's why I tell you guys, if you're gonna do something with your hard-earned money, make sure you're putting it into people that actually care and want to see the absolute best for the result of whatever project you've got working on. And boys and girls, it is just absolutely beautiful. Convict, it feels so good to be back. And it sounds so good to be back. So what's cool is this Starlight headliner, you can barely see it until you turn it on. Oh my God, bro, would you just look at that? Wow. That is the coolest thing. We got a 1,000-piece kit tucked all the way up and around thanks to Cole right here who kills it. Dude, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Wow. And then the man, the myth, the legend, Ryan right here, he is the one that's put how many hours into this wrap thus far?
Probably like 10 at least.
10 hours into getting this wrap done, and you crushed it, my friend. It looks better than the factory paint job, man. I gotta tell you what. And the color outside looks insane, bro. I'm so pumped about it. And you know what? That light gray with that white and that teal on the King shocks between the black wheels, what do you think?
Dude, compliments it so well.
It's just so one of one. Now we're gonna get it loaded up, and it's gonna look quite bodacious up there.
The trailer this time.
On the trailer, yes, a little bit bigger.
See that? You're gonna need it, dude.
We may or may not have run into an issue in the last scenario where we were taking another wrapped F450 home on my white gooseneck that's now Sam's. Let's just say we made a slightly damaged bumper, and I may have had to buy a brand new bumper and get that bumper rewrapped. I didn't film that because I felt like an idiot, but hey, you gotta be honest. I gotta be honest with you guys. I can't hide it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are loaded up and ready to rock and roll back to the shop. Loaded up for the first time. We're definitely gonna need a little bit of help on the back of MisFit there. He's fine. He's a little maxed out on his overload springs, but everything's good. We've got Convict loaded up right on the center of the axles. We've got that awesome 10-foot dovetail of real estate on the back. That platform can support 10,000 pounds and lift 10,000 pounds, which is pretty cool. It is quite the arrangement. You guys can see why we needed to make a change. And yes, the first white gooseneck will forever hold an extremely special place in our hearts, but this move, this this decision, this upgrade, was so unbelievably necessary. We've got all this room for activities and we can balance out the load properly, which is what matters. And we've got our shackles now that we can tie down to. We're learning things around here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm by no means an expert. I learn as I go and I bring you guys along the way. We're ready to rock and roll, but would you just look at the massive rear end on Convict without those F450 notorious fender flares? It really goes to show how much wheel poke that there is with that 37-13.5 Ridge Grappler. Yeah, it's a little wide. Some might argue too wide, but I'm gonna say it's just enough. Can't forget to turn off my new Starlight headliner. I gotta get used to that. Well guys, we've arrived to where we're gonna offload the F450 because pulling into the shop is next to impossible. It's getting so crowded up there, which gives me even more excitement about just not being there anymore. It's gotten kind of clustered up there lately, but hey, it's all good. MisFit did an absolutely incredible job towing this thing. The ride quality for not even having helper bags and pretty much being maxed out on the overload springs felt real good, and this trailer tracks incredibly well. It's very stable, it's planted, it didn't feel like it was swaying all over the place, and I think there's a lot to be said about the improvement that tandem duals offer versus that of my single wheel axles on the last trailer. I'm obviously just comparing the two from my most recent experiences, but I'm so happy we got to tow with this thing today, and it was for a very good cause, guys. What do you think of this gray color outside? It looks absolutely insane, and it's not even done yet.
So am I.
You're gonna miss it.
A lot.
If you guys wonder why I'm limping, there's like, ow, man, I just got a terrible sprain in my foot. That was awful. I honestly have no idea, but my foot hurts, so
Hashtag
to walk like this.
old man problems.
All right, guys, so we haven't actually had a chance to show you the finished product of the 1,000-piece Starlight headliner, and I actually haven't had a chance to see it for myself. So it's really cool. It comes with a remote. This is where you can control all the colors, but you also have the opportunity to do it right from your phone. And I showed you that in my last upload. So we're gonna just go right off the remote this time around, hit on.
Wow.
And it lights up like a starry night. It's a mood. That's really a mood.
I really haven't seen this at all yet. Wow, dude.
It looks so cool.
Bro. That is so cool.
Testing, testing. Oh wait, where's that? Here it is. Look, all right, so it's picking up my sound.
It's picking up me hitting.
Yes. So, naturally.
Hats, flip-flops, coolers and brews. Taillights, tattoos, yeah, she's red, white, and blues. Sunshine, good times, tied up pontoons. Taillights, tattoos, yeah, she's red, white, and blues.
Hey, like a whole boat bouncing like a trampoline. Light up the stash like it's gasoline. Boom, boom like the 4th Uncle Sam and weed. Lit like a fire on the sandy beach. Ain't no lightweight, does it the right way. Post Malone, I got another.
So MisFit's gonna be gone for a little while, and the time being, my new daily is Dream Diesel giveaway number 19, and I am not complaining. That truck's new name should be coined Whistle Pig, because that Cheetah 63 does exactly that extremely well, and I cannot wait for you to find out in person while you're holding $30,000 cash with a title that's in your name, that you own, that you need to take home and put in a safe place and make sure you don't lose it, because that's what gives you ownership of a vehicle. No payments here, boys and girls. So quick little driveway update, guys. We got 3 DURTYMAXes, the R8, the TDI, 8-ball chillin', the 90, the PJ, and Convict back in this stable at the shop. And then we've got a new truck that's on the way that I've been hunting for. Hunting for trucks right now is exponentially difficult because none of them are available. There are chip shortages that impact the manufacturing of all the technology that goes into these new modern trucks, but we'll find one eventually. And then building update, we haven't really done all that much since the last time that we talked about it, other than the fact that we've got 3 triaxle deliveries of 2A modified stone. That is gonna be our base that goes on top of the building pad, and then over that is going to be some insulation mat. Over that is gonna be wire mesh. Over that is gonna be the radiant floor piping, and over that is gonna be the concrete. So you can essentially call it the sandwich formulation that is going to comprise of our foundation when that gets poured once these trusses are set. One of the things that I've learned in this whole process is that construction projects never actually go by the scheduled timeline that you set. There are always things that come up and get changed and whatnot, but that's just part of the process. And I'm telling that to you guys because I know that you're gonna be building your dream shop one day, and I want you to plan for all of these things in advance. So once those trusses are up, we're gonna hopefully get the roof on, and then we can work with the machine to get that 2A modified. It's about half of it. I'm estimating we're gonna need roughly 6 to 7 loads, that's 3. Into the building, we're gonna build ourselves a nice stone base, compacted at about 5 to 6 inches, and then we're gonna be able to pour our concrete on top of that once all is said and done. It's gonna be a really exciting process, and I can't wait to get to that phase, but I'm very much enjoying the steps that we're at this point in time. So that's gonna wrap up this video, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad that we've got Convict back in our possession. I'm so happy with how that chalk gray turned out. It looks absolutely incredible, and I can't wait to show you guys all the other parts once they get back from Sean at Peach Bottom Auto Body and some of the other powder coating that we're gonna be doing to just bring together all those details on that truck. It is so unique, so one of a kind, and I've never seen anything else like it. Grab your entries for Dream, just give it number 19 if you haven't already, because the deadline is September 3rd. Tap that subscribe button on your way out, and I'll see y'all in the next upload.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Final chance to make what could be a life-changing decision to enter for Dream Diesel giveaway number 19. The September 3rd deadline is quickly approaching, so lock in your 10 times entries for this DURTYMAX and $30,000 before your opportunity is completely over.